Thank you for joining us today. I'm Ryan from Granny Shifting Podcast.
And I'm Jason from Granny Shifting Pod. The
Granny
Granny
Shift.
Shift Pod. So I will say,
This is minute 46.
do you ever Google yourself?
My name?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well, some people do that, but that's old. That's outdated. The new thing is to Google. I mean, not to Google at all. It's to Chat GPT yourself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You haven't done it?
No.
Well, you can't actually do yourself because it doesn't do any personal information, but you can do our podcast.
But does it find anything? I mean, ours, I can't even YouTube search our podcast because it comes up with Granny Shifting, not double clutching like you should.
I got real confused because it came out and said Granny Shift Pod. Oh, did it just? Well, why don't we ask it? You don't have it? All right.
I mean,
Tell
no,
me
I don't have Chat
about
GPT.
Granny Shift. Granny Shift Pod? We could try that. When I said Granny Shift in the podcast, it said this is hosted by two people that weren't us, and they talk about all things Fast and Furious, culture, blah blah blah. Went in all this detail. I'm like, this is not our podcast.
Oh, really?
And then I said, tell me about Granny Shifting the Fast and Furious podcast. And they said, oh, I'm sorry about the information I gave you earlier. It was incorrect. There is not a podcast called Granny Shift Pod. I don't know. It was super strange. But I don't know. All right. Who is... Oh, wait. We don't want to use your real name. Yeah, they don't have information about... They can't do private information.
Yeah, I don't think that anything comes up with my name anyways.
So we didn't make it yet. Chat GPT does not know what we are, and I think they only have info up until like 2021.
Yeah, there's a
So
bunch of
we didn't blow up until 2022.
yeah. Like
You-
really
did you
hit
just Google
big time.
yourself?
Mhm.
How far down was your picture?
I didn't get to it. No pictures.
Oh,
My
man.
old Twitter profile was on there, or old Instagram. I am
Not
Riot.
your MySpace.
Yeah, my old I am Riot. Instagram.
Yeah, I used to. My picture would show up if I Googled my brother because he's a photographer.
Okay.
So that worked out, but it's better to be rich and anonymous.
Has
you
Ryan
know?
Lehman been arrested?
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, look at that.
There's your book.
There's my book.
If you guys don't know this about Ryan Riot, he is an author
Mm-hmm.
of children's books
Yep.
and an illustrator also of children's books.
Yeah. Find them on
So-
Amazon.
And myself as a Amazon verified influencer and full-time YouTuber, which makes me sort of like a social media guru.
Kind of.
I don't even show up. I'm like,
Have you reviewed this book though?
why is my boss's old that's my LinkedIn. My boss's old save the date for his nonprofit came up under Google
No,
image
that's-
search for me.
Not old. That's September 9th, 2023.
Weird. I don't know. It took me to my
Why does it go to your? That's your LinkedIn.
why so strange.
But you can type in Riot Media, and that'll take you to Riot Media stuff. So.
But we're off the rails here.
All right, let's get back on track. We got Papa Dwight here. Big D, as they call him. All right, so Brian just
Papa Dwight.
drives away smiling.
Yeah, because Papa Dwight just made fun of his import,
Right.
but he knows. Brian's used to
The hate. Im-
heckling.
Right. The import hate.
So we're back at Papa Dwight's house, and
Yeah.
the ladies came back. What? Who's
Look
that
at this
guy?
guy, man.
That's like
He's
his
happy
little
to be
brother.
there. He's
That guy's. They purposely put that guy there because he looks like uncool. His
Right.
hair's all messed up. Probably
No.
like a video game guru.
What are making these girls be here?
Money.
They're gonna. He's paying them.
So
what you think?
he has money and he probably buys them stuff.
Hmm.
That'd be my guess.
Ooh, look
but
at that
he
old
says,
Xbox 360 controller.
yeah,
Oh, so curvy.
that was like new back then though.
Yeah, so curvy.
2009.
Looks pretty fresh.
Yeah, it's all white still.
Yeah.
So he says, take
Have you
off
held
your
one of
shoes.
those in a while? Oh, they're so weird.
Yeah, even the joysticks feel weird.
It's like Dwight likes feet.
He says, take out, and he pulls off the one girl's high heel and says, Dwight likes this foot a lot.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Oh, and it looked like he dove in and started
Yeah.
sucking her toes.
Yeah, 2 toe knuckles deep for sure.
Yeah. How do you feel about feet?
Not a
into 'em?
fan.
Not at
Not
all.
a fan.
Me either. I mean, they don't bother me. I almost wish I was more into feet.
Yeah,
Um,
because they're
it'd
more
be-
accessible.
Yeah, it'd be convenient, you know.
But yeah, do girls like when guys are into feet?
Oh, probably not. That's
Yeah.
kind of weird. But you wouldn't have to tell people. But just you walk around and there's women on the beach without their shoes on.
Woo, girl.
Man, imagine that being exciting.
Imagine a Monday Thursday service. Am I
Oh,
right?
foot washing at church. Those are men's feet usually.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why they
that's
split
true.
the men and the women up.
Yeah, that is a good question. Oh man,
Mhm.
are
What
you
was the
attracted to
question?
feet or attracted
Oh.
to women's feet?
Oh.
It's like if you zoom in
'Cause
far
can you
enough, a
tell?
nipple's a nipple, right?
That's true. Well, yeah, it's got to be the same because I'm really not into men's nipples.
Isn't it knowing that that foot is attached to an attractive person?
Yeah. Right,
Or
right.
like you are attracted to that person
So you like the foot
and their foot even more.
or the nipple.
Yeah.
Right. It's got to be that because, like,
But like when so you
'Cause
see
same
these
with the
people
butt, right?
online, they're like, "Oh, what do? You know, how do you afford this Lamborghini? Oh, I sell feet pics. You know, have you seen those like things like TikToks or whatever?
no, I
It's like-
believe it. Yeah.
Girls will
heard-
sell like farts in a jar or like their dirty underwear or feet pics, and they'll make like
Man,
6 figures for that. And
it's not fair.
the one
you
girl's
know?
like, the guy's asking her, like, how did you start selling feet pics? And she's like, I literally just tweeted, "We'll sell feet pics," and you just like get like a barrage of DMs.
So she's probably good looking though.
Yeah, I mean she was, but
But
like,
like, do you think you could make a fake profile and be like, I'll sell feet pics, and then hope somebody sends you? I mean, what would somebody have to pay you for
my actual foot.
like 10 photo set of your 10 picture photo set of your feet?
I wouldn't sell them.
Not for any dollar amount. $100,000.
Okay, well, yeah, but like,
Okay, well, I'm just asking, what's the number?
I don't know. If somebody was like,
Everybody's
"I'll give
got
you
a number.
$100 for a picture of your feet," I'd be like, "Why?" Like, I'd be so confused. Like, what are you gonna do with them? Like, but I'm like, at that point, you know, that's up to you. Like I'll take your $100 for a picture of my feet, but I'd just be like, "Hey, everyone," they're gonna like dox me, be like, "Hey, everyone, this is Ryan.
Oh,
this
right.
is
Yeah, he
his
sent me-
feet. Look how disgusting they are. Don't look at this
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
He's a pervert. He kept sending me feet pics."
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, he sent this to me.
Right.
That'd be your fear.
Right. That somebody would use it against me. Whereas girls are like, yeah, those are my feet. Like it's expected that guys would pay for them. Like,
No,
oh,
you
what?
just got to keep. I'm like, oh look, he sent me $100. But it'd be kind of weird to admit that to people.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, that guy sent me $100. I sent him feet pics. Like, I mean, it's
Gotta
kind of
start
weird, right? But
somewhere.
like, I claim it on my taxes. That makes it okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
100's a little low. There's a little
Yeah, but,
dignity
like-
involved, you know.
Yeah.
For 10 pictures, I'm gonna put. Man, boy, I will say anything. I'm like $50. If they give me a Amazon item and it requires me taking my shoes off, I'm $50. I had to so I did some sock reviews.
Okay.
And you wouldn't believe the people that exist in the world. I mean, I had some people interested in my feet on YouTube.
No, really?
Yeah. Guys like, when are we getting more feet videos? I was like, you got it. Like, that's so strange, but hey.
Yeah.
What can I say? I have nice feet.
Yeah. I like the shirt review one. I get my little mouse out to pause that. Got it.
Yeah, I get you with my thumbnail in this last one.
Yeah. The one where you photoshopped your wife's head on your head?
Oh, right.
That was just on Snapchat.
No, I
think, but-
used that picture of like me with my shirt open. My
Oh, for
abs
the
out
cheetah print
as-
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as
yeah,
the
yeah.
thumbnail on the video, but it's not in the video at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't.
I
put-
didn't watch the video.
Yeah.
What was the one today? An MP3 player. And I was like, people buy MP3 players?
Okay, yeah. So I
How do you even
reviewed
get
an
music
MP3.
on it?
You can hook it up. It still takes an SD card, and you have to hook it up to your computer
Right.
and transfer files. But here's the crazy thing: it's $130.
Really?
Yeah, that seems wild to me. I'm like, all right, there could be times you just want to listen to music,
Yeah.
and
Maybe for like a kid who wants music, but you
that
don't want to get them a phone. Maybe I don't
well,
know.
and it has Bluetooth, so you can connect to Bluetooth. Like maybe you're working out and don't want to use your phone for your
Yeah.
if you can't stream it. I don't know, or you can connect to your car.
But
But
it
for that
doesn't
price
have
point,
Wi-Fi connectivity. Like you can't do Spotify, Pandora on it.
no,
Yeah.
isn't that weird?
That would be nice to
And
have
it
like a
has
device that's just for like streaming audio, so that when you are at a party, you don't have to give
yeah.
up your
Oh
phone.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Like people use like old
That's a really
phones,
good
but like it's
idea.
like, oh, well, this is on iOS 11. You know, it barely runs any programs. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea, Ryan. You should invent that.
Yeah.
This has thousands of sales on it though.
Really?
That's a surprise. I'm like, who are these people that are buying?
Hmm.
Like, if it was $30,
Yeah, I was gonna say $40
and
would
you'd
be
be like,
about.
oh yeah, as a music player.
But like, I don't even know how to get music from my computer onto a device. Like it used to be like
Well,
you
I
would
don't even
use like,
have music anymore.
well, like all my music that's actually like on a computer is like music that I've bought in iTunes. But there's
Yeah,
no way
I don't even have
iTunes
that.
is gonna let me download the MP3 into a random music player, are they?
If you bought it, they will. If you purchase it, but like I don't own any music anymore.
Yeah.
All of my everything I listen to is through a station on Pandora or
Right,
Spotify,
right.
or if I want a specific song, I look it up on YouTube and
Right.
watch the like YouTube video of it. To your specific
But you
song.
could bring up OBX and you could record your YouTube video and then save that audio as an MP3
Yeah,
and then download it to your MP3
yeah,
player. You could still pirate stuff.
it's crazy. But if you're looking for a good MP3 player,
The
we could
Bluetooth
give
is
it
nice.
away.
We could. Oh, right, you have it.
I have it, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I'm
You-
like, can I even sell this?
You know what really bothers me actually? You gave me that pop-up wallet
Yes.
and I lost it.
Oh,
My boss gave me a wallet for Christmas. He's like, "Would you use this?"
yeah.
Like as like a Christmas gift, and it has like our company's name on it, and it's very like similar to one you gave me, but it doesn't pop up.
Okay.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I'd use that." And so I use it for a little bit. I'm like, I actually like the pop up one more. I can't find it anywhere.
huh?
And I'm like looking online. I'm like,
Was
this would
there
be
stuff
so
in it?
stupid for me to
Are you
buy
thinking
one
about
of
buying
these
one?
when it's like in my
Well,
house.
I got a new
somewhere.
wallet, and they sent me two. So this is one of them. I've been enjoying this. It's a bifold,
Oh, okay.
but it has a money clip in it
Oh.
instead of, which I don't know if it's actually better than a money pocket.
Yeah, it
And
is
it's like
thinner
fake
than
carbon
normal.
fiber. Yeah, it is thinner, and there's a lot of different slots and stuff for putting stuff in there. But I have two.
This is the one that I have.
These are I don't know. That's not it.
So this is a money clip,
Oh, that just expands. Okay.
but like to access your card, you're supposed to like use your finger and push this out.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, well I have so many.
Oh.
I'm like,
So the one I gave Ryan is like a rectangle box that's about a 1/4 inch thick, and you slide your cards down in it, and then there's like a button on the side, I think.
right, yeah,
You press in, and it pops all the cards out,
like staggered
just-
even.
staggered a 1/2 inch, so you can easily
Right.
grab them, and then you just push on them to slide them back in.
Right.
But he lost it.
It's in my house somewhere. I just can't find it. But this one
Um,
holds more cards.
I think this is bad podcasting here.
Is
isn't
it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Swipe up to see. Check it out! Exclamation point.
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube
Yeah.
and to our Granny Shifting YouTube.
All right, so we're getting an exterior view of Dwight's house. Looks like
Oh,
a,
right. Back to the minute.
Looks
so
like a 50s
Dwight
beach house.
is sucking on the lady's toes. That's
Yeah.
how we got on the wallets, right? We're talking about feet.
Yeah.
He's got a nice
see-
Mustang
Big red. It's a Camaro sitting out front.
Camaro with the number 1. He's going like that General Lee look with the big stripes and the number on the side.
And
And we get FBI and
what is an
helmets.
Audi A5?
5
I was
wagon.
gonna say 3, but that's a shorty.
Yeah. So FBI's running up. They got helmets and full like
Tactical gear.
tactical gear. It
Yeah.
looks like SWAT team coming up on his
Yeah.
house, and he's up there playing with these ladies' feet. And wait, pause this here.
Oh, I see what you're
I
saying.
think, I mean, these women up here, while he's sucking on her toes, they're like kissing and groping.
Yeah.
It's a party up in there.
Yeah.
So I really feel like they threw this scene in to get a little
To sell Girl Scout
sex
cookies.
sells. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex sells,
This
you know.
makes me want to eat a box of Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thrifty Ginger put us onto that strategy.
So the FBI comes barging in. No knocking, no anything.
Yeah. That's a
How'd
little
they
bit
get a
illegal.
warrant for this? This is just crazy.
Hey, it's FBI. This is it's probably not legal,
Yeah.
but they got to make something happen. So I understand what's happening here. Brian needs to be a part of the crew,
Right.
and he's not. So he needs to eliminate a crew member,
Mm-hmm.
and so they set up. Especially, I wonder when he got the idea, because we did see Brian smile as he drove away, and he should have been devastated to have not accomplished. But maybe he had that idea, like, I'm gonna. This is the guy. I'm taking this guy out.
The weird thing is, he got 8 other people to do it with him.
Well, but FBI's in, like, they need Brian in.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
So they're like, what are we gonna do? And he's like, we need to eliminate a crew member.
Let's plant something on him.
And they're like, all right, we'll do it.
And so he's like, "What? I didn't do anything. What are you here for? I didn't do anything. Stop."
I will say,
And the girls are like,
those are small skirts.
Oh yeah,
One girl's skirt is 8 inches top to bottom.
that's crazy.
That's
You're
small.
Seeing 8-inch butt?
Inches is so small.
It wouldn't cover much on me. I tell you that.
So, wow.
You're picturing that?
Yeah,
When you picture it,
that's
do I have the
one big sack? That's all I can say.
do I have the skirt the whole way up, or does it
that's
cover the
true.
bottom? Like, which way do I have it?
Right. Yeah.
Just
that's,
in the
That's
middle.
the tricky part, because there's no limitations of which direction you go.
Right.
You can wear it as a top.
Yeah. Show some lower back cleavage.
Yeah.
That's butt crack.
Yeah.
Back cleavage.
Heard of that. So
All right.
Dwight is fighting. He's like, "What's going on?" They're like, "You're under arrest for distribution of meth." And he's like, "Meth? Dwight's never touched that crap, bro."
But he always talks in the third person. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's almost as bad as video games where you play in the third person. You know what I'm talking about?
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah, no good.
Child's
And
games.
then a police officer, an FBI agent, holds up a big bag of meth that he just pulled out of his pocket and said,
Dwight has now.
Yeah,
Dwight's never touched the stuff.
And the camera pans up, and the guy looks a little familiar.
Yeah, you can see his blue eyes through his eyelids. They're so bright.
Chiseled. Perfectly tweezed eyebrows, chiseled nose.
Yeah. Oakley snowboarding goggles.
Yeah. That is one beautiful FBI officer.
Yeah.
Looks a lot like Brian O'Connor.
Sure does.
That's where I'm like, oh, I know what happened.
That's where it ends.
Oh, we don't actually.
Another guy, we can see the text there. He just starts saying, that's not going to stick.
So he's saying that they're not going to be able to actually frame him for that.
Right, but you can hold him
He's just going to buy time.
6 hours or something like that.
Now,
just enough
he's
to be like,
taking a gamble here that Campos is going to be like, well, just get second place guy.
Right.
And not be like, let's make another race.
Right.
But
yeah, and for this all to work out, Dwight's going to have to be not able to be a part of it. Like, Campos was like, you work for Braga now. When the GPS calls, you answer or you follow.
Right.
Was that going to happen in the next 12 hours? Is that going to happen in the next, that could be a week from now. It could be a month from now.
Right.
Brian doesn't know.
Well, but I don't think if Campos hears that Dwight got arrested for drugs, he's not going to let him back on. He's like, I don't need that heat. Like, you need to stay away from me.
Right.
I don't care if you didn't do it or whatever. Like, they're watching you now, and something's going on. You don't take chances like that. You cut them off.
It's funny how being accused of a crime is basically doing the crime. Like, people only hear about you. Like, you're going to trial because you were accused of murder. It's like being Oscar nominated. I was in an Oscar nominated film. Yeah, you didn't win it though.
Right.
Like, we had to pick 4 losers.
People that are exonerated.
Right.
You still like O.J. Simpson.
Right.
People still think he did it, and he won.
Yeah.
He's not guilty.
Right.
Yeah, I know. What a life he has to live.
I know. One of the most famous sports players ever. What sport did he play though?
Football.
Football.
Was it? What team?
Soccer. Galaxy. His It's probably the Galaxy.
Oh, Washington Galaxy. Yep.
That's what they changed their name to. Do you see the Redskins now they're the Galaxy?
Is Redskins from Washington? Now,
State
is it the state or is it the province? What do they call
District.
DC? Is it the district?
No, it's the state.
Why couldn't Washington D.C. just be a city?
Like
Did it
Vatican.
give that like state too much power then?
Yeah, I don't know. How can? What is it?
It's not a part of a state. It's like
There's
in
50
between.
states and then Washington.
Wait, it's not even. It's right in the middle of Virginia, isn't it?
No, it's
It's between Maryland.
Maryland.
No, I think it's right in the middle of Virginia.
No, it's not. You're thinking of
Boy, we gotta look at a
You're
map.
thinking of the Pentagon.
All right, a
No,
map.
you're thinking of where do the
Pentagon's there.
where does the FBI like teach? That's in Virginia.
The FBI building's there too. All right,
Like where you go to learn to be in the.
Washington. So this doesn't show state lines very well. Oh yeah, right there. Oh, it is. Yes. So that dashed line, you see it very faintly. So Washington is between two states.
Maryland and Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Crazy.
Wow.
It
so
really is
crazy.
like it's like America's like, well, we should have a Vatican too. Let's name it Washington
Well, the
District of
Vatican's
Columbia.
a country though.
Yeah, but it's really just a city. It's a city that's a country.
It's got to be annoying. They have their own mailing system. It's gonna be so.
So is
annoying.
everybody there? I mean, is it only the Pope and the cardinals that live there?
I think it's a whole city, isn't it?
Can like regular folks live in the Vatican? I thought it's like a holy
I don't
city.
know.
It's like
Let's ask Chat GPT.
This episode brought to you by Chat GPT.
What's the question? Can anybody live in Vatican City?
So is the Vatican a country and there's a smaller part of it that's the city, or is the city limits the same as the country limits?
Oh, don't worry, we're about to find out. No, not just anybody can live in the Vatican City. Vatican City is a sovereign city-state and the smallest country in the world. It is also the spiritual and administrative center of the Roman Catholic Church. Population of Vatican City is around 800 people, mostly clergy, Swiss guards, and other employees of the Holy See. What's a Holy See?
Like
it's spelled-
SEA?
No, SEE. Capital. Vatican City has very limited residential space. It's only available to individuals who work for the Holy See or have permission from the Pope. Most of the people who live in the Vatican City are also clergy or lay people who
What-
work for the Roman Catholic Church in some capacity.
What does SEE stand for? The whole thing is capital? Like
Should we
SE and E are capitalized?
Yeah, look, right here. Holy See.
Oh.
What is the Holy See?
It's got to be like short for sovereign echo.
The Holy See is the central governing institution of the Catholic Church. So,
HelloTheOccultists.com.
oh,
The Bishopric of Rome.
what is
known as
happening?
The Holy See.
Echo.
is the cen-
Stop.
Quiet. Why? Something triggered
Yeah.
the,
Something you
the
said.
Alexa to
sounded like-
turn on and answer my question. She's feeling the competition. She's like, they didn't even ask me. They're talking to.
When instead of like Alexa,
Mm-hmm.
if they hear Chat GPT, they're like, "Well,
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
let me answer
that's our new
first."
competition. I bet you Chat GPT is popping up everywhere. I bet Alexas are going to have, in that device next to us, it's going to be integrated into that. So you can ask it like a simple question. Like right now, they're so bad. If you ask Siri something,
Oh, Siri is the absolute worst.
this podcast has demonstrated that many times.
yes, Siri's the
But-
absolute worst.
Chat GPT is mind blowing.
Yeah.
How bad of a question you can ask and it still answer what you want to find out.
And the amount of information and how quickly it gets it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And beyond just answering questions, it can do things that are. I mean, look, watch this. Watch this. You ready?
I'm so ready.
Write a song
Oh yeah.
about Brian and Dom from the Fast and Furious. Okay? Here we go. Verse 1. Brian's a racer, the best in town. Dom's his partner, never letting him down. They take on the competition, full speed ahead in the world of racing. They're the ones to dread. Chorus. Brian and Dom, they're calling him Dim for some reason. Brian and Dim. Brian and Dom, they're the kings of the street, racing their cars. No one can compete. Their engines roar as they tear up the road. Brian and Dom, they're a force to behold. They live for the thrill, the adrenaline rush. Nothing can stop them, not even a brush with danger. They're fearless. They're always in control. In the world of fast cars, they're on a roll. Brian and Dom, they're the kings of the street. Blah, blah, that's the chorus again. Bridge. Oh, we got a bridge. They're fast and they're fierce. They never slow down. Their passion for racing, it knows no bounds. They're the ultimate team. They're always in sync. Brian and Dom, they're the best you can think. That's a little cheesy.
Yeah.
Brian and Dom, they're the kings of this. Oh, that's of course. Outro. You ready for this? It's the end. Brian and Dom, they're the ones to watch. In the world of racing, they're the top notch. With their skills and their speed, they're a sight to see. Brian and Dom, they're the champions. You'll agree.
It's pretty good. Sounds like a bad poem, but it's pretty good.
It's not bad. And it produced it, and within 5 seconds, it wrote it.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah. What else
And it was
there?
relevant. Everything was relevant
Right.
to what they are and do. But I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, that's crazy. I had seen a video about AI where it's like some AI lab or whatever you call it, facility, manufacturing facility in China had 4 robots that started like they had guns and they were like started like firing at the people that were working there.
That's like Black
And
Mirror
so-
stuff.
So they like tried to shut them down and they disassembled 2 of them, but the third one was able to connect to a satellite and download information on how to rebuild itself.
This isn't
and stuff like-
real.
I don't know. This is like, do you want to? Do
This
you want
is
to see
Black
this?
Mirror.
It is. It is.
I don't know.
Look
That
at this
doesn't sound-
video.
All right. You got to hold up to the mic here.
I mean, this does not look fake, right?
Why is it filmed on a potato? That's what I'm wondering. It looks
Well, it's
like it was filmed in the
super-
90s.
It's like super zoomed in. But I hate when videos do this, where like they take something and they put like scary music over
They
it.
have conspiracy music behind it. It
Yeah.
makes me think it's fake already.
Right.
Because
At a top robotics company in Japan this week, 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 humans in the lab. And they did it by shooting what he called metal bullets. The scariest part is that lab workers deactivated 2 of the robots, took apart the third. But the 4th robot began restoring itself and somehow connected to an orbiting satellite to download information about how to rebuild itself even more strongly than before.
that's not real. That cannot be real. I'm looking it up. Fact check. No evidence that 4 AI robots killed 29 scientists or Japan. In the clip.
But it does look legit.
It
Doesn't
looks legit, but that music is immediately
Yeah, but if you wouldn't
you're
hear
like,
the music,
okay.
somebody added the music.
In the like grainy footage. So there's
It's like
also
the beginning to like a sci-fi thriller movie.
right.
In
right,
like
right.
AI, and it's like 30 years later, and it's like AI runs the world.
But they can also like deep fake somebody like that too.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like nobody actually even said that. They just
Right.
have enough images of a face. They can make the face
Mhm.
say something. That's the scary thing.
But
Like,
AI is crazy. Have you seen these robots that like can shoot perfect shots on a basketball court or
Yeah.
can do like somersaults and stuff like that? It's crazy.
right, but none of them yet are even close to consciousness, where they can. Everything is still. They're all still programmed to respond to things they're programmed
Right.
to
right.
respond to.
Right.
Like, this is just Chat GPT is just a really advanced search engine.
Yeah.
They've taken a massive amount of information, analyzing it, and responding to it. And then
Yeah.
there's all kinds of stuff put in. Like, if you ask for this, it needs to evaluate this and this, and then respond to this.
Does ChatGPT? Man, this is not related at all. Does ChatGPT cite its source?
You can cite Chat
Like,
GPT.
You can
Oh, I
Google a
think you could ask-
question, and it
yeah, shows you the
clips out
website.
a little thing from an article that's like 3 pages long, but
It-
it's only picking out that one phrase that
Yeah.
may or may not be correct.
It doesn't give you the citation when it gives it to you. The weird thing about Chat GPT is I've seen it go back on something it's told me several times. Like, it told me about, with a lot of detail, about a Fast and Furious podcast. And
Okay.
then when I questioned it, it said, "Oh, I'm sorry, the information was wrong. There is no
Oh.
Fast and Furious podcast called that." And then it mentioned another one and went into detail on that.
Okay.
I saw somebody post a screenshot, so Snapchat has it integrated.
Right, yeah. Wait, ChatGPT or my AI?
It's my AI is Chat GPT.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Same same.
Well, I don't know.
software.
It's the same. I don't know.
Experience. I don't know,
Yes,
yeah.
it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's by the same company or it's just the same technology or what. But so they asked, "Do you know where I am?" Oh no. So they said, "Where's the closest gas station to me?" And said, "There's a gas station 0.5 miles away. Head down this." Gave them directions. And they said, "Do you know where I am?" And they said, "We will never know. I don't know your location. We never track your location." And they said, "Well, then how do you know where the closest gas station is?" And they
Right.
said, "I made a mistake. I do not know where the closest gas station is to you because I do not know where you are."
Really?
Yes.
Mm.
I'm like, okay, that's super weird.
Yeah, but like when you don't know the stuff that you're like when you're on Snapchat, if you use the Snapchat one,
Yeah.
you've already given them like if you just like download yes, 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 you're enabling location services.
Yep.
You're enabling access to your camera. You're enabling like they can collect so much information from
yeah.
that, especially
And
when you're connecting.
but
Is Snapchat metadata? Meta.
no,
Okay.
Snapchat's not Meta.
Okay. I'm like, if it's going between Facebook and Google and stuff like that,
Right.
like, yeah, it's
But-
crazy.
But there's with social media companies like that, there's so much pushback on the security and the privacy part of
Mhm.
it that I think that's why it has to respond. We don't track your location.
Right.
And that's why it backtracked, where it's like, oh yeah, we know where you are. It always tracks where you are. We're
Right.
like, do you know where I am? And they're like, no, we don't.
Right. They
And I was
can't
like,
say
oh
they
wait,
do.
I can't tell you where the nearest gas station is, even though it just
Right.
did.
Right.
I don't know. Crazy.
And
Should we wrap this up?
yeah, that's the end of minute 46. Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan,
And I'm Jason.
and always remember.
Winning's winning.